realms of Senith.
Explain yourself.
No, Craig's in here now. There's a record, I say.
Consider this your interrogation.
The soldiers on the road, they make a little stretcher. They rush over to Generic and pull him onto it, and you see somebody pouring some, some oil on him or something like chicken oil, and someone's getting some batter ready, and they're looking for chicken.
Is he getting one of those massages?
Sure. You mean like tenderizing?
If that's what we're calling it.
I don't know what we're calling it. All I know is Generic likes chicken, and everybody knows it, and they're trying to help him recover, keep his mind distracted.
And everybody knows it.
Yeah, everybody knows why they just got attacked. Sorry. I think I need to reboot. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Just keep getting delayed here.
No diamond today? I'll send her a map.
Trying to find the map. Are we going to be using the same one?
All right. Am I back?
I can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, as Generic is being dragged along the road a bit to help get him some heals, what are the rest of you doing?
First off,
the fight is over. I should say that like all the bad clockworks are down. Any others that were on the hill are turned back. Go ahead, Erevan.
you said we level up to 6, right?
Oh, I did not say that, but that is true. Yes, people can level to 6. So Amir does walk up to everybody and say, well, quite the fight there. How is everybody? Well, Generic looks bad.
Big bada boom.
Big bada boom.
That's what happened. That's the summary of the fight.
So, this is Mhaeve. She is from the third adventuring group, I think, correct? Yeah. I don't know how up on the politics you are in Elkwood, but yeah, the King Vince has made some more adventuring groups because of the success of yours.
Meanwhile, I'm just working on recovering my shiny new grappling hook that is a lot less shiny now.
I hurt.
So do I.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure, truly. Memorable greetings.
Okay, onward?
Sure.
Do we have to carry the cot that the paladin is on?
No, you have people to do that with you.
Where's Mord? Did he go away?
No, he's still here. They kind of have him tied up in a cart at the moment.
He was with Foxhair.
Yeah, Earl Hair Fox, I think.
Earl Bald Fox now.
Right. What was there a line of thinking to that, or just curious?
I'm just curious if I should level that character or not.
Oh, if you want to, yeah. Yeah, he got some XP from destroying some of the wagons.
But all the XP came from fried chicken.
Okay, so unless there's anything else you guys want to do at the end of this battle, I think the march continues.
Yep.
All right, so the closer you get to Baindur, or Moredville, as it were, some scouts come back and report that the door to Baindur has been shut again, and this time reinforced.
How easily do we think we could get that open?
The scouts aren't entirely sure. As far as they're concerned, it's pretty impervious. But
we did bring siege weapons with us, right?
We also have a dragon now.
There's a siege weapon.
Yes, this is true. You guys do have a dragon with you still. I'm going to assume Diamond's still on it. That's why she's not with you guys right now.
I sent her a message.
I'm sure she's up there having fun.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think the birdie you attached that message to was too scared of the dragon.
But yeah, the plan was to just build the siege weapons when they get to Baindur. There was no reason to cart them around.
Yeah. Well,
But as they go ahead.
like I said, worst case scenario, we have a siege weapon. Yeah.
Oh, I have something interesting. It's a chime of opening.
Well, as you all arrive, Olita mentions this to everybody.
Yeah, so I don't know all that much about it. Except that,
To make thing go open.
right. Should we try this on the door first? It's consumable. So I have it has 10 out of 10 charges. So apparently I have 10 tries with this.
Yeah, each charge opens one lock or latch on the object. So should be enough. I have no idea how many locks and latches this door has. Might have a few.
So maybe we should, let's see, investigate.
And we get all of our custom ordered magic weapons at this point, right?
Yes, as you're arriving, there's already a small contingent of soldiers from the other city, Brogane, and they do have your weapons with them.
Awesome. Erevan gets a flaming sword now.
I can't remember what Olita had coming. I think it was a stave?
So I think it was the vicious spear +2.
Spear. Okay.
So now I can actually mark that as on. So let's see, do we need to do like a initiative or?
For the door?
Right, or you just want me to start?
Oh, I'm sorry. If you're starting, I got sidetracked. You're going to use... Okay, so what was that called again?
It's a chime of opening.
Oh, that works too.
Okay, so when you use that, I'm assuming you use that.
Hmm.
Item chime of opening. Oh, you posted it into... Okay, thank you. Yeah, you do hear a click on the door when you use it.
How long did this journey take? Like, are we back up to...
Yes, if you're asking, it's definitely been a long rest. There's also been lunch and dinner, so you've had your chicken.
Chicken enchiladas hit the spot. I feel good.
So we're all healed up then too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we heard a click, but I'm guessing that wasn't enough to open it.
Well, let's try. And Generic tries to open it.
You feel, as Generic tries to open it, you feel some more clicking. How do you say? The door is giving an opening. Sorry?
Is it resisting?
It seems like a mechanical resistance. Like there's something, like some kind of wheel that would normally open this, but Generic is able to push it open a bit. Not all the way, but he's got it open enough.
The help here.
I mean, should we bring in the siege weapon now, or you want me to try and use the chime again?
Or
you
your
say we have
arms.
Erevan will try to help, but his strength isn't very good.
With enough effort and enough people, you do get it open enough to bring people inside. As you're peering in, it's really dark in there at the moment. I don't know if
Erevan has a flaming sword.
Aziz, light.
I think it's like bright light for 40 feet and then dim light for another 40 feet.
And I can see in the dark. Yeah, I've got dark vision for 60 feet.
Yeah, a lot of us probably do. I'm not entirely sure what race everyone is.
I am a human.
Well, then you don't.
I cannot see shit.
Well, flaming sword, so bright light and 40 feet.
I mean, there's not much within 40 feet of the doorway, but for those of you with dark vision, you see that the stables are still there. Like nothing's really changed much from what you recall of this entrance. You do notice that there are footprints, and a lot of them on the ground.
There's a lot of footprints here. Thanks for the light.
Can I investigate the tracks and see if they're people or creatures?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll it.
What skill would that?
It would either be survival or...
Okay. Apparently I'm going with survival then. So that is 17 plus 6, 23.
All right. So this is probably the footprints of the undead that were closing the door and locking it. There doesn't appear to have been a strong magical lock to this door.
How recent are the tracks?
You would say within a day, but it's hard to say for certain because there's not, much wind inside that would have, undone the tracks. Undid. I don't know how to say this. Basically like the moon where the astronauts can leave their footprints forever, but not really.
Yeah, there wasn't much disturbance, right?
Right.
Or natural erosion to tell or whatever. So, where's No Hair? Why aren't we setting up a forward camp? Like, who's running this army? Like, what am I a part of?
Yeah, so they are forming up a camp behind you.
Oh, sorry, you're already doing it. Open mouth is
for 40 feet.
Yeah, I mean, if there was light, I might not have, stumbled into that one.
It's pretty well lit.
Oh shit, I have no excuse.
So they're not working in the dark.
Jedrick just can't see shit, period.
I'm still a little woozy. I think I'm concussed.
I laid the scene in front, but I didn't lay the scene in back if you'd like me to do that.
No, it's cool. I think I stumbled into it.
All I mentioned was that they are making the siege weapons now, and that there's already a contingent and a camp here.
Well, now we got that settled. Well, what are we here for anyway?
Mord walks up and says, my apologies, everybody.
You killed my chicken. It's not okay.
Yeah, so I would like to apologize to you directly for that. I was not entirely myself.
Weren't you tied up?
They let me go. And
he
these
did
guys
promise.
are following me.
He did promise to ruffle some feathers, and he did indeed ruffle some feathers.
Yeah.
I mean, scorch, ruffle.
It's all the same.
Do we have anybody who can seek out whether he's still under the influence of somebody's compulsion magic?
I do have such a spell. Zone of Truth. That's how he casts spells.
You
Cast
see,
Zone of Truth.
there's a couple soldiers that are escorting him that hop back when you do that because they don't know what you're doing. But
I create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on the point of your choice within range. Until a spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. An affected creature is aware of the spell and thus can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. And the DC is 14.
Well, I think Mord might have failed. What's his charisma?
Oh, let me pull it up here.
Because he rolled an 8.
That's probably a fail, but that would be Christmas saving throw. That would be a 9 total.
All right, so yeah, Generic knows that he's failed for certain.
So anybody that's within 15 feet of me, radius sphere. So anybody that's within 30 feet of me, right? Or 15 feet to either side?
Right, yeah. There's a 30-foot bubble.
Yeah. Who else is in this?
Well, the two
succeeds
soldiers.
with a 19.
Oh, am I rolling?
Yeah, you have to roll a charisma saving throw 14.
I'm exactly
I failed
14.
that.
What'd you say, Olita?
14.
So you make it. So I Generic points at Erevan and Olita and says, "You can lie, and you can lie. You two cannot lie. Ask your question."
One of the soldiers says that a cleric tended to Mord.
Did he pass?
He failed. The one that failed says this.
That is the truth. The lie detector determines you're telling the truth.
And soldiers look at each other.
It couldn't hurt to ask again, though, could it? Make sure. Double check, triple check even.
The lie detector meaning that they have no choice but to tell the truth.
So help you gods.
Yeah, so what's your questions? Mord says.
Why did you kill my chicken?
He only has eyes for chicken.
Well, as the new assistant mayor of Moredville, I had to
Wait, assistant? How did that
Yeah.
happen, Mored?
I lost the job to Mimsy. There was a vote.
Son of a bitch. Mimsy!
How'd you even let that happen?
I don't know. I guess the undead were the voters.
Undead don't deserve voting rights.
Wait a minute. Your name is Mored.
Yes.
This is Moredville.
Yeah.
You're the assistant
I know.
mayor of a town named after you?
Look, I was charmed. I was told that I was just learning how to become a mayor.
And the lie detector determines you're telling the truth.
So where does your true allegiance lie at this point? With your friends or with your boss?
I want my city back, and I think that you can help me get it back. So with you guys, of course. My allegiance lies with you guys, of course. I'm really sorry about the chickens.
And you're not gonna, stab us in the back at any random time?
No, I would tell you. No.
I mean, friendship is supposed to be more than just usefulness.
Final question, from me anyway. What can we expect waiting for us when we get to Moredville? An ambush or a trap or anything that you wanted to warn us about?
Well, there's a lot of undead in there, and they're out and about. They have voting rights. They have some clockworks in there. It's a mess. It's a good thing you brought soldiers.
They have undead suffrage. It's a mess.
And to answer your question about why I attacked your chickens, it's because Bainter was a little concerned about a paladin coming. And as assistant mayor, it was my job to make sure that didn't happen. So I was trying to sabotage your contracts.
If Mimsy is mayor, what does that make Baindor?
Well, he's like kind of the king of it.
And is Mimsy influenced as well?
I don't think it's really Mimsy. That's the thing, but it looks like Mimsy. I don't know. I was charmed. There was a lot of magic going on, but I think it looked like Mimsy anyways. Now that I think about it, it might have been an undead. Might have not even been real. I don't know.
All right, well, should we go take this place back then?
They kind of want to keep me back at the camp for a little bit. I wanted to come say I'm sorry. Okay, bye guys.
Tuck.
I don't believe him. Wait, he was telling the truth, but I don't forgive him.
It's also possible that we didn't ask the right question yet, because there's that.
So
But I
you're still-
understand you can't trust a chicken killer.
Exactly.
Onward then.
I'm ready to go.
All right, who's going in first then?
Okay, so we have the door open, but we haven't actually gone in. Is that what's
Yeah,
kinda
you're
dark?
still standing outside of it, looking in.
Okay, so maybe I should use my daylight. Give us 60 feet inside to see.
Is that like a spell or ability you have, or is that from an item?
It's a cantrip. So yeah, I guess it's a spell. It says this will last for an hour. 60-foot radius, sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose within range.
Oh, are you like a sorcerer too or something?
This is just part of the celestial.
Oh, you get it because you're a Esmar or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Like that's literally like my only spells are these
Yep, gotcha.
versions of light.
Yeah, if you have light, yeah, that's pretty.
Okay, we have daylight. Who wants to actually go in, or what do we see with our daylight?
You can see the tracks better. That's really about it because your dark vision's pretty good on its own.
Well, I guess that was all for the paladin or something.
I can see now. I thank you.
I'm pretty sure he still can't see shit, but okay.
I'm gonna get him some glasses.
That's racist.
He
And
needs
also
chickens
food.
to see properly.
We should have got some more chickens with our order, right?
Did you say more chickens?
We're never going inside.
Well, there's certain preparation needs to be done. You have to
Okay, so-
pick a head chicken. If you don't, the rest get out of control.
Roll a perception check, Generic.
Hmm.
DC 15.
6.
Okay.
He can't see shit.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
it's got, if you don't have a head chicken, the rest of them run all over the place. The meat isn't tender, doesn't work out. And he's just going to keep going on and on about
Okay, well,
chicken husbandry.
I stick a chicken under each of your arms and tell you to move forward.
Fair enough. And move forward.
All right. Let's roll initiative real quick.
Shit. Generic got a 6.
Ooh, Erevan is 22.
And
14.
What's your AC on Generic?
19.
You take 12 hit points of damage. Can you roll me a con save?
Oh, that's a good roll. 19 on the die. The 25 total.
So you got 5 poison damage as well.
Ooh.
All right. So as you're walking into this place, you can barely see this yourself, but everybody else around you sees 6 disgusting but bright colored spiders materialize out of thin air and take several bites at you to kind of spoil it for everybody, kind of metagaming, because everybody would probably recognize these things at this level. These are phase spiders that were apparently stalking the entrance.
But how are my chickens?
You didn't have a high enough roll for that. Oh, the ones that are under your arm?
Yeah,
They're fine.
I protected them. I did my job.
Yeah, you took the hits for them. That's actually why you took that one hit, is like,
Yeah.
you had to, yeah, okay. Erevan would be up first in initiative order after this
Fuckery.
attack round. Yeah.
That's the word you're looking for.
That's basically, yeah.
It's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse shit. All right, so there's how many spiders? 4?
6.
Oh, 6. And how many are attacking Generic?
They kind of all attacked him. He's
right.
a fair bit surrounded at the moment by spiders, and he's like spinning in circles and hitting fangs and legs out of the way with his shoulders and elbows, protecting the chickens under his arms.
All right, well, Erevan is just gonna pick 2 spiders and take a swing at each of them. That is 21 and 26 to hit. I'm guessing that does.
Yeah, these are both hits.
First one will take 20 damage. 8 of that is fire damage.
You got it.
Second one will take 18 damage. 8 of that is fire damage.
Understood.
And that is Erevan's turn.
Mhaeve, you're up.
So, with the current conditions as they are, is it possible to try and slip in there relatively unnoticed through the shadows or something?
Yes.
Is that something that I need to roll?
You'll need to roll a stealth roll, and it will take an action or a bonus action if you're going to use that ability.
Cunning action.
My cunning action is specifically for dash, disengage, or hide. So can I use that dash for that or no?
I'm sorry, you're
Or
trying to
hide.
stealth in, right?
It'd be like hide, yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess that would qualify under the hide part, but I was thinking of it by a different word and it didn't click.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, you roll stealth.
So my stealth is 18. So then I can still have full movement to get in there and position myself next to one of the ones that's near one of my allies.
You could. I don't know if you get full movement, though, when you're sneaking, but we'll say yes for now. So you're just trying to position up by one of the spiders?
Yeah.
Well, it'd be bonus action hide, right? And then full movement, bonus action hide, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was figuring, but stealth I think does drop it to half speed. Basically, all I was trying to do is get my sneak attack, so I might be double dipping there into the conditions that it requires.
If you're trying to get into a melee sneak attack, you'll be able to do it, but you'll be pretty close to the entrance still.
Okie dokie then. After all that, does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Oh, nice. 23 piercing damage.
Okay, that's marked down. I'm going to assume it's a different spider than Erevan's.
I have no idea. I can't tell which ones he was hitting, so I would probably go for whichever one's closest to the entrance.
Okay. Olita, unless you have more to do. That's your turn?
I think I used all of my bits there, so that's my turn.
Okay, Olita.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna go in and attack something. My vicious spear. Or can I throw my spear from where I am through the opening in the door?
You could, yeah.
Then I wouldn't have it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go in.
Okay.
Let's see here. Okay, I got a 15. You said that's
a
enough,
hit.
right? Okay.
Yep.
So I think that's a 10. What's the if there's 2 different damage thing, which one do I go with? What's the difference?
I think it's, let me look at the spear, but I think it's between two-handed or one-handed or vicious spear, right?
Vicious is for criticals, yeah?
Well, the top thing says 1d6 plus 5, and the bottom thing says 1d8 plus 5, and they both say piercing.
Yeah, it's versatile, so yeah, two-handed or one-handed.
We can assume you use 2 hands, so it's the 1d8.
Okay, so I'll do that again. So 12.
Okay, is there a specific spider you're going for, or are you trying to attack your own?
I mean, it's hard not having a visual. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could go with one that's already been attacked.
All right. I'll say that you and Mhaeve team up on a spider, and you managed to bring it down with that. So now there's only 5 spiders. 2 of them are damaged.
Okay, I'm gonna use my unarmed strike, and I guess I'll go with the next spider over.
Okay. This one's still a bit on fire from Erevan.
Okay, so, 20. Okay, 16.
That's a hit.
And 8.
Okay, that one's still up, however.
Do I
Is
have
there
any
more? Do you have any?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, do I have any movement left?
Yeah, you were really close to this.
Okay, so I'll probably try and back away from the flaming spider then, since it's not down.
All right, does 16 hit your AC?
No, I've got 18.
All right, it takes a swipe at you as you try to move away from it, but it misses. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Generic, we're completely surrounded by spiders, but your friends are taking some out. Your weapons right now are chickens?
My wards are chickens. Yeah, I'm protecting.
So they're under your arms.
Yeah.
I assumed you weren't really threatening these spiders because would you have your sword out?
No, I had chickens in my arms.
Okay, that's what I thought. This is why it was probably really good that the rogue snuck in because you were not considered a flanking partner.
Yeah, well, I have feet, and that's exactly what I'm going to use to kick this damn flaming spider.
Okay.
As a 14 hit the sumbitch.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to deal 5 bludgeoning damage with my boot. Is it still alive?
I'm gonna roll the hit points to make sure because I haven't rolled it on this one.
I assure you that 5 feels like 10 because of the rage behind it.
That's exactly it.
All right, so yeah, you take it down. That's the one that Olita threw some damage on.
Stay away from my chicken.
Spider just got booted from existence.
I'm going to then use my second attack to kick another one.
Okay,
And
are you going
I'm going to smite it with my boot.
You can declare that after you hit, by the way.
I did hit. It's an 18.
Okay.
So hold on. Let me roll my 2d8. That's 7 points of divine, or 8 points of divine smite, and another 5 with this godly boot. The spider. So 8, 9, 10. I have to do math because I suck. 13. I'm not a thinker here. I'm a doer.
All right, it's still up, but barely. Like it's crushed. It's visibly injured. It's really close
its
to
spirit is crushed too.
death.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my turn. I have chickens. I can't use my weapons if I got chickens in both arms.
These spiders are now damaged and crushed, and we're not going to bring in any counselors for them.
Emotional damage.
Does 19 hit generic?
Yes, it just hits generic.
All right, an arrow comes in from the distance. You don't entirely see from where, but you take 18 points of damage from it.
Ouch. How are my chickens?
You took it for the chickens.
All right. No, they're okay. Generic's not okay, but the chickens are.
Looks like 3 phase spiders managed to hit your AC then, because it's 221s. 221s and a 23.
Here lies generic.
You need to roll 3 con saves.
This isn't disease, huh?
Take 11 normal damage.
Ouch. So this is against poison?
Yeah.
I get +3 on these con saves.
They're DC 11 on each one.
Okay, well, I got that one without the +3. I got that one without the +3. I got that one without the +3. So I take 11 plus 15?
What? 15?
Well, it's 5 if I make it, right?
Oh, no, it's 4d8 on the poison damage each one.
Oh, and then I take half?
Yeah, you'll take half on that.
Ouch. So what do I take?
You took 18 from a separate attack.
Uh-huh.
And then from the spiders, you take 11.
Uh-huh.
And then from the poison, you would take at full 56.
Oh! Ouch.
So there's 28 as half.
Paladin down.
We need to start bubble wrapping that guy.
Can anybody else take 58 damage and still survive?
I wasn't arguing that point, just simply that you seem to take it consistently.
I'm just saying. Okay, I'm down.
This is a gruesome sight.
So here's the thing though, right? So I was at 12 before the poison. So that first poison roll matters because the second poison would give me 2 failures and the third one would kill me.
Gruesome sight, Erevan.
Yeah.
The spider's just like...
It's like he's dead, yeah? Right? Am I right?
Down.
Because if I fall to 0 with the first poison, the second poison would be a critical, and the third, that would be 2 death saving throws, and the third one would kill me.
Oh, so you were down before...
I was down after the first poison hit.
Okay,
So the first spider, like whatever that was.
Do you want me to break the attacks down into each one?
You would have to, I think, because I'm dead.
All right, here's the rounds.
At least the chickens are safe.
Because I was at, from the arrow, I was at 12 hit points, right? I was at 12 hit points after the arrow.
Those are the 4 hits you took this round.
So 18, then 3 plus 23 poison, that's half, right? I take half of that?
You take half of that, yep.
Yeah, all right. So that's what, 11? Or are we going 12?
Yep.
Okay, so
that'd be 11.
So yeah, 11, 12, 13. So that puts me down right there. The first one puts me down. The second hit is a critical, right? You gotta lose 2 death saves because I'm dead, because I'm down. And the third one gives my last death.
Yep. Generic is completely devoured. It's a gruesome sight, Erevan.
Generic is dead.
However,
he went out pretty strong when you consider the fact that, he went out kicking spiders with his boots and did a divine smite with his boot.
Booted a spider from existence.
So he walks in with 2 chickens under his arms, gets attacked by an ambush of phase spiders, and he's protecting these chickens with his very life, kicking everything away, smashing spiders as well as he can, and they're just like sticking their fangs and their legs into him, just devouring him in front of you, Erevan. And plus, just to make things a little worse, you see an arrow come out from the darkness and sink into his armor, right into his side or something. But somehow those chickens survived, and he manages to throw them out past you guys. It's your turn, Erevan.
Well, for starters, Erevan is fucking pissed right now. Taking a look at something real quick. Yeah, so these spiders aren't too durable, we've noticed, right?
No, but they're very vicious.
And how many of them are there left?
4.
Yeah, fuck this shit. Erevan's just gonna just cast Shatter.
All right, they have to make saves, right?
Everyone has to make saves. Constitution saving throws in a 10-foot radius sphere.
Are we that close to him?
Olita did back away.
I mean, you could position it where you don't hit your teammate.
I'm pretty sure we're all in the middle of it.
You can position it.
I mean, yeah, I can try, but we're all up close trying to hit these spiders. I mean, Olita backed away. I think she's safe.
Well, there's only one body that is forward enough to have been in danger, I think, if you can position it. I don't know what the target is on that spell. Can you target a point?
Yeah.
Yeah, then like Jenrick is saying, you can mess your team.
Okay. So yeah.
All right.
Erevan wants to hit all of these spiders, but of course he's going to try and position it around his teammates. But his priority is just making sure that he can hit all of these spiders.
Okay. Yeah. So the highest con saves are 16.
That is just barely a pass.
Okay. So those will take half, I think. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Roll up your damage.
Ooh. So that is 29 damage, and then successful saves against a DC of 15 will take half.
All right. One of the spiders goes down. The other 3 look pretty injured now.
Awesome. I'm sure my friends can finish them off. But I think that's all I got for my turn.
Mhaeve.
With a passive perception of 16, would I have noticed anything about that arrow that came out of thin air?
No. Other than the general direction, which was deeper in. However, I'll let you roll a perception for free. See if you can get higher than 16, like a 20.
Okay. It is one of my trained rogue skills, if that helps you feel better about the freeness. 22.
That was a sharpshooter.
Are they invisible or are they just that far away since we can all see like 60 feet?
For Maeve's impression, it's probably a stealthy sharpshooter. So they're likely hidden somewhere in this entrance.
And
they can't be too far away.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Is it at a distance or it's somewhere nearby? Because, I don't know, from my perspective, the spiders are dangerous, but that arrow that we didn't even see coming seemed awfully destructive.
Yeah, it hit Jenrick in a manner, like you can see where the arrow is sticking out of Jenrick. That was that was a trick shot, essentially. That's somebody who's really good at ranged attacks. Possibly, I'll just say it was likely a rogue such as yourself.
So what I want to try to do carefully with that in mind is position myself near enough to a spider to attack it while remaining unseen, but moving in that direction.
Okay.
Do you happen to know what is the critical range on a rapier? Is it 19, 20,
19
or 20?
to 20.
Okay, I rolled a 19. 19 plus 7 is 26 to hit.
Wait, no, they don't do that in this, do they?
I have no idea.
I think
it's
so.
just 20.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's just 20 in this game.
What?
There are like certain classes that give you that crit range, like feats give you that crit range.
Erevan's Hexblade Curse does that too.
I got unbelievably excited because my criticals are deadly.
I'm sorry. What was the damage that you did?
I'm working on it because in my excitement I dropped my die.
Oh, sorry.
17 piercing.
All right, you take down a spider.
That's right, I did.
There's 2 still up. Now, you said you were moving in the direction of where the arrow came from?
Yeah, but not like at a rapid pace. I just want to be inching myself that way, like carefully, moving carefully, trying to remain unseen. Oh, I forgot to roll that. And
Yeah, I was going to just ask.
And like keeping an eye out, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Let me know your stealth roll.
21.
Okay. Olita, it's your turn.
Okay, and I guess I'm just gonna go after another spider because I don't know where that ranger is. Okay, so do I have at least some distance from that spider? Like, I'm not sure I want to get close. I'm gonna keep some distance and use my darts.
Okay. You can. Now, the question is, when you're trying to keep distance, are you trying to stay out of the area, like back behind the door and throw darts in? Or are you still in the area, inside, past the door, I should ask?
Well, I don't know. I guess I could go back there if I'm worried about this this archer. So we don't think the archer is that direction, though. I mean, that's our camp and everything, right? So that wouldn't.
Yep.
I guess if I
Go ahead.
go ahead. I went and stood like in the doorway. I guess that would be a lot of protection.
Yeah, you could use the door as cover.
Okay, so I guess I'll try and do that. So I just rolled a critical for the hit.
Okay. So you get to roll the damage dice twice?
Okay, so what do I do with rolling it twice? Is it just which one's better or?
No, you add them together.
Oh, okay. Now what about the +4? Do I do that twice or just once?
Just the once.
Okay, so 12.
All right, that's one dart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, the spider is still up, but it's really close to down now. In perspective, it only has 7 hit points left.
Is there anything that I can do to try and figure out where that archer is?
I'll give you as well a free perception check. Because from your perspectives, Erevan, Mhaeve, and yourself, Generic was like spinning around, dodging these spiders and everything. And at one of the points he spun around, you heard like a whistling sound, and as he's spinning, you see an arrow sticking out of him.
So we're not even sure of the direction.
The general direction, but you don't know. I mean, like you said, you know it's coming from forward of you guys, but you didn't see who shot it or from where. So your perception check is just looking to see if you can catch the person that did that. Like if you can catch like I don't know, a cloak hanging around a corner or something, or them trying to aim for another shot.
I only got a 10.
Yeah, that doesn't help you. You're still focused on the spiders and trying to stay behind cover at this point, so you don't actually see anything further in.
Okay, I think that's all I got.
Okay. Generic's turn.
He's dead. Too
Okay.
soon, bro.
Spider's turn. Sorry.
He's straight up like dead.
I mean, this is like the dead where we can't like bring him back. Is that?
Now without a resurrection spell.
We do have, we're not far from the camp, right?
No.
All for the cleric.
The camp has healers, right?
Mm-hmm. At least one that can somehow cast Greater Restoration.
I thought he was like completely devoured or something.
No, they didn't eat him. They were just like tearing him apart. Like he's a gory mess on the ground with an arrow, but there's still a body there. The two spiders turn to you, Erevan, and they come up and they start trying to make you join Generic. The highest they have is an 18 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, so that's a miss. Does 21 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 17 damage as another arrow comes from the distance.
And I'm assuming I can't see at all where it came from, right?
You have your perception check as well.
So I can make a perception check. All right.
Yeah, I've been giving everyone a free perception check here.
Ooh, 19.
You don't see where that came from.
Dang.
All right, it's your turn, Erevan. There's 2 spiders on you.
All right. Well, first thing Erevan's going to do is yell for a healer, and hopefully that happens. Anyways, how many spiders are there? 2?
There's 2 in front of you.
All right. Erevan's just gonna take swings at both of them. Pretty sure. Yeah, that's a 21 and a 24 to hit.
Both are hits.
First one does 17 damage.
All right, you knock the spider out.
And the second one does 20 damage.
And you knock another spider out.
And that is Erevan's turn.
Okay, Mhaeve, you're up. All the spiders are down. You think you're pretty well hidden still. You're kind of moving towards one of the stables.
And I haven't spotted the sniper yet.
No.
Real quick, actually, could Erevan move to cover?
Yes. No, the question is, what kind of cover are you moving to? Are you trying to move back with Olita behind the door, or are you trying to move forward to something?
I think the best option would be to move over by Olita.
Okay.
Feeling the love, y'all.
All right. As you're moving back and Mhaeve is moving forward, and you've yelled for a healer, you see there's a couple soldiers running forward, asking what's going on. So, and I assume you tell them. So, Mhaeve, go ahead.
Well, I need to find a target, so I guess that's step one, is to look for the guy again. 24.
For perception?
Yes.
All right. As you're moving in towards the stable, you hear a voice from behind one of the pillars that's like the main entrance to for the deeper end to the housing district. You hear the voice saying something in common to the effect of "stupid fucking spiders."
Does this sound like a normal person or like an undead?
It sounds like a normal person.
Can I follow the voice as I'm looking around, or no?
Yeah, you've got the position of whoever it is. They're taking cover behind one of the pillars. You know which one. You can't see them, but you know where they're at based on like a whisper you heard that carried to you.
Now, how do I convey this information without giving away my position?
I would assume that Olita and Erevan can actually still see you since they knew where you were, but I'm not sure.
All right. So I don't know how much movement is required to get to where I am, but I might try and slink toward this person. I'm assuming that's going to require a stealth check to do, but in that direction, get closer and hope that they're seeing where I'm going.
Okay, go ahead and roll your stealth check.
19 on the die plus 9, 28.
Okay, you feel like you're doing well.
I'm invisible.
Olita and Erevan, what's your passive perceptions? Are they
10.
Are they close to 28? I'm a sneaky snake. So I'll just say that they could see you. So is that your turn though, Mhaeve?
So I'm assuming I used the action for perception plus movement. I don't think there's much left that I can do. Yeah, I think that's my turn.
All right. So next, I'm assuming your bonus action was to dash as well to get some more distance, close more distance.
Yeah, especially because I would have to move stealthily, which is slower.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you would have to use your dash, or not your dash, but your hide as a bonus. All right, so yeah, you got 15 feet closer. I assume that's your speed is 30. Next round, you could probably make it to that pillar, though.
Gotcha.
Olita, it's your turn. You can see that she's moving towards a pillar. Mhaeve is moving towards a pillar. She seems pretty low to the ground, trying to stay in any shadows. There's not much light in here at all, like very little light, but there's enough to make a shadow here and there. Your turn.
I don't know if this is a thing that we've addressed, but the human is down, and the light spell was for his benefit. So the more light that we're putting off, the better people can see us. Just throwing that out there.
Throwing that out to Olita?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I don't want my character to have to say it and give away her position, but it's something that might not have been, like, thought about in a few rounds, is that there's still that light spell active, and maybe it shouldn't be.
Did Olita step away, or?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. It says it's good for an hour. So, I don't know. Did we use an hour?
I think you can dispel it. Just end the effects of it.
Yeah, it's a free action to end a spell.
Okay. Let's turn it off. Make it darker. Like, I guess the three of us have dark vision.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Okay. Maybe we could just say it turned off with generic then.
It is your turn, Olita.
I'm not totally sure what to do. If he's behind a pillar, I guess it's dark now. Let's try and move stealthily. Roll for that.
Yeah, you'd roll a stealth check this would be an action.
Okay. Well, I got 25.
Okay. And you're moving in?
Yeah, I guess.
Are you going to kind of follow the same route that Mhaeve took, or are you going to try to
So
do
I think
something
I'm going to
different?
try and go towards the opposite side so we can kind of like close in on this guy from two different sides.
To the other side, Tim is AFK.
I didn't. Yep. Apparently, Tim's going AFK. Be back when I'm alive.
All right. So, I'm assuming in my mind, anyways, I'm looking into this place, Mhaeve has kind of gone to the right towards the stables area and now is moving towards the pillar. So Olita moves in to the left towards the pillar, but like on a wide arc. And that would be your movement for now. If it matters, as you're moving in, you don't get attacked. Like the lights go out, you start moving in, and you don't see any arrows come flying towards you or anybody else.
Okay.
Is that your turn? Okay. Erevan, it's your turn. You have a couple soldiers ready to drag Generic out, but they're a little concerned about stepping in. They ask you what they should do.
All right. So Erevan will use a bonus action to deactivate his sword so that it doesn't give off any light. And then could I possibly distract the sniper by firing off Eldritch Blast just in any random direction?
I think the Eldritch Blast has to have a target.
There are still chickens.
Oh, God.
But will Generic ever forgive you?
Generic has no opinions anymore.
It's also AFK. We could do whatever we want.
Not sure if I really have anything, but I suppose Erevan will tell the soldiers to try and get Generic's body back to the camp, and then Erevan himself will advance and try to basically just get closer, seem like a better target to the sniper than the soldiers.
Okay.
And for an action, I suppose Erevan will drink a healing potion.
That's use an object.
Which is an action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2d4 plus 2?
Yep. It's like your shot of whiskey before you do something crazy.
It's for good luck. Yeah, so that will heal 9 hit points. All right, so yeah, Erevan is just going to advance and try to find whatever cover that he can. But he does tell the soldiers to try and recover Generic's body, get it back to camp.
All right, Erevan, you start running in towards cover.
Yep.
The quickest cover for you would be the stables to the right. You do make it there. No arrows come at you. The soldiers run in after you to grab Generic by the feet and start dragging him out, but they're still in the open at the end of your turn. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn anyway, right?
Well, I'm still thinking, because if they're in the open, then they're the only good targets this sniper has.
Okay. Well, you don't have to run all the way.
How much damage did the arrow do to Generic? Like, it did a lot, right?
It was 11 or 18. It was 18.
Okay. Yeah, 18.
Okay, so it's not that much damage. Okay, so Erevan will stay out in the open for now and try to seem like the most appealing target.
Okay. Mhaeve, it's your turn. Are you back, Tim?
Yeah.
All right. So you're being dragged out right now by soldiers. Just to kind of catch you up. And it's Maeve's turn.
I'm going to continue closing in on the pillar location and searching out my target. Do I need another perception?
No. When you get up to the pillar and you can see behind the pillar, you see that there's a halfling with a bow that's knocked another arrow and is peeking around just now as you're approaching. He's peeking around the other side, looking kind of more towards Olita's direction, but he notices something, and you see him starting to take aim.
So he's turned away from me. His weapon is on the other side of his body from me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, then I'm not going to bother trying to disarm him. I have to decide whether I want to kick him over or stab him. And I'm thinking stab, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh, and as I go to stab him, I'm going to, or not beforehand, but after I stab him, I'm going to shout to make the location known, because he's already gonna know I'm there.
Okay.
It is 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, do I need to roll a stealth in order to make sure that I'm still hidden as I'm attacking him?
Yes.
24.
Okay. You do get your sneak attack if that's what you're asking about.
Yep. 23 damage. And I'm probably too close for this, but I still have a bonus. How am I going to use it? Yeah, I'm too close to hide, and I don't necessarily want to disengage and then not keep threatening his area. So I'm just going to stay there and shout for the others. That is my turn.
Olita, you're up.
Okay, so he's pointing my direction. Does that mean he's not pointed in Erevan's direction?
You can't actually, Olita can't actually see this, but I'll just tell it since Mhaeve knows. He took his action last time to actually shoot an arrow at Erevan, so he couldn't have a ready to action to shoot the first person he saw. So he's in the middle of knocking an arrow. He was going to start looking around to watch the door and everything, but you snuck in, so did Mhaeve, but he's noticed Erevan and the two soldiers. So he's taking aim at one of the three of those. That information Olita wouldn't know.
Okay. I mean, so I can't even see him yet from where I am?
You do know where Mhaeve is because she shouted, so you know that he's there.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just try and stealthily get there. 23.
Okay, with your movement speed, you could actually make it there as well.
Okay. See, I probably have something that would let me. I don't know. I don't know if I can do anything else on my turn after I did that as my action.
You would have a bonus action left, I think, but
I feel like all of my bonus actions say that it's like
as part of an attack or something.
right, like after an attack action.
Okay. So yeah, when you get up to her, you see that Mhaeve is currently attacking him from behind, and he's dropped his bow and he's pulling out a short sword and is trying to defend himself from her. So that's what you see when you arrive on the scene.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn then? Go ahead.
I'll just stay hidden then.
Okay.
They're fighting and I can't fight back, but maybe I could grab his bow that he dropped and sort of take it from him.
Kick his bow away. I'll give you that. Yeah, you kick his bow away. That's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Does an 18 hit you, Mhaeve?
Hold on, gotta scroll up. It does.
You take 5 damage from a short sword.
It's the equivalent of a boot.
Yeah, so this seems silly for only 5, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think that I can uncanny dodge in half that using a reaction, and I don't know how that affects the action economy in my turn.
You just use your reaction, so you can't, use attack of opportunity and all that.
Oh, gotcha.
So you half it for 2.
So it's 2 then, so I was just going to ask.
Erevan's turn.
So Erevan can see this guy now, right?
No, not yet.
What if I move 30 feet closer?
Yeah, you would be up on the fight at 30 feet. You could see him then.
Is he in melee range or no?
He could be, yes.
All right, so Erevan's going to go up to melee range, use his bonus action to reactivate his sword, and then take a couple swings at him.
All right. As you reactivate the sword, you see that he was about to start running. He turns around, and he turns around. The light comes on, and he can see Olita, and he screams and stays there. So go ahead and roll your attacks.
Aw, he's cute.
Ooh, so that is 18 and 20 to hit.
Both hit.
First one does 27.
Okay.
And second one does 20. Now it would be Erevan's turn.
All right, Mhaeve, you're up. This halfling does not look good anymore.
All right. So, yeah, I'm just going to stab him. I rolled a 20. Yes. He's so dead. I hope.
Yeah, he's dead. He doesn't have that many hit points. He can't survive a critical.
Right through the heart.
Sneak attack.
I think sneak attack with an extra damage die because of my half work.
Jesus. So yeah, he's gone. You just kill him immediately.
Right through the heart.
Without even wasting a second, I want to crouch down and start searching him for guild insignia or any kind of membership or who sent him, why he's here, sort of thing, because he seems out of place for an undead city.
Go ahead and roll and investigate. Anybody else can roll that too if they want to look for certain stuff as well.
Except Generic.
He can roll beyond the grave. We will feel him with us.
Well, I got a 5.
Erevan got a 19.
All right. Generic, you can go ahead and start marking yourself as back to life as one of the clerics come over to the soldiers. And it's not a cleric, actually, but yeah, you are brought back to life with Revivify as they throw diamond dust all over you, cast a spell on you.
Throw in some chicken feathers, too.
Yeah. He comes to life and chicken feathers fly everywhere with his first breath.
It's because they rolled him in the special sauce and got him all marinated and ready.
Okay, so to answer your question, Mhaeve, as you're looking for insignia and stuff, you can see that he's a mercenary. He's from a mercenary guild several towns over, or cities over, I should say. He's not from this region at all, but you do place him. As for other investigations you guys are doing on him, you find marvelous pigments.
What does that
Like-
do?
I can't bring it up in here, but thank you for the link.
Yeah, I was already looking at it. It looks like some kind of paint that allows you to paint objects, and then they come to they become real.
How does Generic come back to life?
Fucking Darth Vader.
This is the second time in 2 days I've almost died.
Well, you did die.
This job is not worth it.
Okay, but chickens.
There is no chicken enough.
We will get you plenty of chickens when we get back to the city. I'm sure the king will be happy to give you tons of chicken.
You guys look fine.
All the chicken you want.
You guys look fine. Was dead.
Maybe you could retire as a chicken farmer after this.
The real question is, would I have died if somebody didn't put chickens in my arms?
I have a question. Would you have died if you had thought with your paladin brain and put the chickens down?
I can't let helpless chickens be eaten by spiders. Are you a monster?
I mean, it depends who you ask.
Fair, I don't know you well. Who took my letter?
What letter?
The in case I die letter. It's not on my person.
One of the soldiers hands it to you, I think.
Read it.
He reads it. What does it say? To my brothers, Average and the Barbarian and General the Monk. If you're reading this, it means that I have died. Know that if this is the case, I died as I lived in the pursuit of the perfect chicken dish. Do not mourn my passing, as my mercenary life has taken me to many places. And the soldier kind of like looks up and looks around to see if... Then he goes back to reading. The halls of Candlekeep to the road to a dumbass town known as Moredville. I leave you with both with two things. My favorite wing sauce recipe and the knowledge that duck and turkey are inferior to the noble chicken. Till we meet again and the great fowl cook off in the sky. Your brother, Eric, the Paladin. Wing sauce recipe. A bunch of Franks, red hot, put that shit on everything.
That's private.
You said to read it.
You took it from my person when I was dead. Then you read it aloud to everyone.
He hands it to you. It's like, I'm so sorry. I misunderstood.
Listen, there was a really easy way to prevent this. You just write on the outside of it for your friend's eyes only, and then people can't read it.
I got robbed when I was dead. And I almost died, then died.
I don't think it counts as being robbed if it was literally your in case of death letter.
But now I'm embarrassed.
Hey,
shouldn't
that was
be
an
embarrassed.
awesome wing sauce recipe. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Oh, I'm not embarrassed about that.
Um,
Never mind.
I do wonder, though, are there chickens beyond the veil?
I saw a land full of chickens. There were people singing and eating wings and the beer. And now I'm here
Is that what you
Fucking-
meant by you got robbed?
in dumbass Moredville, where I died.
So does this mean you're not going back in? One of the soldiers asks.
This job is not worth it. Did the chicken survive?
I promise that we never at any point even thought about jeopardizing the lives of those precious chickens.
Then he goes to find him.
Roll a deception check.
Zone of truth?
25.
Okay. If you want to insight that, Generic, you can.
I don't think I can beat it. Well, he's a charisma-based character. Maybe. Hold on.
Insight is wisdom, I think.
No, it is. God damn it. Not a wisdom-based character.
Actually, I probably should have made Erevan roll that deception check.
Still would have done pretty decent on it, I think.
He denied my request, so,
16.
it's fine.
So he goes to find the chickens.
You do find the chickens, the two that you're trying to protect. They have like phase spider blood on them. You can identify them.
He makes a chicken hammock sling that can go across his chest, and he walks off into the sunset.
The guy knows how to make an exit.
So one of the soldiers is like, so ends Generic's march.
Does this mean we get Mord back?
You get his brother, Average the Barbarian.
Oh, dear God.
You know what's great? Duck. Duck is great.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Let me introduce you to Average.
Is there like a whole guild of these people somewhere? Like, is that like their honorific titles that they've earned?
Average. And
Generic.
it's generic.
Is that for
not
real?
My dialect.
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh, that's fine.
So are you switching off to Average the Barbarian?
No, I was joking.
Oh, okay. But is Generic gone?
Yeah, he died. So last session, he ended like in 2 out of 3 death saves. And then the first combat encounter he got into this time, he died. Like, I don't see why he would stick with this. Like,
But it was a funny death.
sure. But like, what mercenary would stick around after just getting trounced like twice hard?
But on the other hand, all that we have to do seemingly is snap our fingers and more chickens appear.
Apparently. This is a magical place that he's going to find out more about, not around you guys.
He's on an epic quest.
Epic quest to not die.
All right. So yeah, if you want to play Mord again, you can. Obviously, he's greater restored
I
out of
mean,
his charms.
we can. I think I have a bard at level 6
Okay.
too. It doesn't matter.
All right, I'll let you guys figure that out. But I think we're done for the day. It's almost 10:30. You guys cleared the entrance of all the damn spiders.
Expert pest control. That's what we are.
That's what
That
the
was a-
flaming sword is for.
It was a pretty bad ambush.
God.
Do we rest after this?
I don't know if you want to, but it's up to you guys if you want to try.
I think
I don't
even just
know.
a short rest would be sufficient, but also doesn't really matter.
Right, we didn't get very far, and with the door open, I can't imagine them trying to set up another trap where we can just see them. So,
Okay, yeah, you can do a short rest if you'd like.
But as a counterpoint, with the door opened in the manner that we did, where we kind of forced it open loudly and then came in shouting and swinging things around, any number of people could be aware that we're here, and the more time we give them, the more time they'll have to prepare.
I think they're pretty prepared already, but I don't know.
It doesn't make too much of a difference. I think the big thing is I'll get a spell slot back, and I only have like 2 total, but I think I'd also be fine without a rest.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay without one.
I'm good either way. I was just giving you some food for thought before you decide.
Well, I hope that was fun.
It's fun.
I'm sorry, Generic.
Generic dead.
I didn't mean to roll so high in those attacks.
Oh, it is what it is. Like, you know, he could have probably took out a couple if he would have attacked properly.
I mean, it was pretty fun seeing Generic smite a spider with his boot.
That was freaking epic.
It was inspiring, honestly.
All right, what's 2 weeks from now? Is the 4th okay for everybody?
Should be in the future. I live in today.
Okay. Well, that'll be the housing district you guys are going through next. I should have proper maps for that.
So yeah, I could bring Mord back, or I have a rabbit folk bard.
All right, so you guys notice a rabbit with a loot in the camp that seems wanting to join you. Mord promises not to screw you guys over again, and he's asking to join you. So you guys decide. I'm assuming that's what Generic is saying. He is curious to know.
Yep,
Or
you guys
Generic.
choose.
Personally, it kind of feels like picking up another mercenary with no personal attachment to the mission might be risky, because when they decide that it's too risky, they leave. So Mord has an attachment to the place, plus maybe a bone to pick with the mayor or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He might have more inside information that he hasn't realized yet.
Yeah, I think we should get Mord back.
Okie dokie.